So how much walking do you need to do in order to start losing weight and ultimately to get ripped and shredded? First of all, it is important to distinguish that there is a big difference between your dedicated cardio, going on the treadmill for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour a day, and your daily activity levels, your neat activity, that of walking that you generally do, the activity that you do throughout the day. Whilst they are both very effective and should both be part of your overall plan, I actually think that the dedicated cardio, the sessions on the treadmill, the sessions in the gym are actually going to be more difficult long term to maintain. Not difficult in the sense that it is overly exerting or strenuous on your body, but difficult in the sense that not everyone can stick to a strict schedule of 4 to 5 days a week, 30 minutes minimum on a treadmill. It can be boring, it can be tedious. Certainly in my younger years, it is something that I struggled with personally. At that time, I was focused more on high intensity work, not because I thought it was more effective, but because it was quicker and it was finished faster. As I got older and as I've got a little bit wiser and as my body has started to slow down in the recovery process, I've realized that hammering your body with high intensity sprints after a 1 or 2 hour session of lifting, it's just not sustainable long term. I've had to reconfigure my mind, reconfigure my thinking, and actually a job that I got whilst living in Japan really opened my eyes to the benefits of just increasing your daily activity levels, but consciously making an effort to get yourself out, get yourself walking more, looking for opportunities to walk more. And that is one of the reasons why I've been able to maintain a lean, aesthetic physique all year round, relatively easily, I might add. Whilst in Japan, I had a job which required me to change location at least twice a day. Instead of being sat there, stuck in an office, stuck in a chair pretty much the entire day, I viewed it as an opportunity to be on my feet, to be moving around, change of scenery, keeping my brain fresh, but most of all, getting my steps in. Now, in Japan, there's a policy that they will always pay your travel, so technically my travel between these locations was covered. However, I was a little bit cheeky in that regard. I thought to myself, you know what? If I don't take that 15-minute bus and if I simply walk, not only is it going to be good for my health, but also I can pocket that little bit of moolah as well, which worked out pretty significant at the end of the month. During this period, I was walking 15 to 20,000 steps a day easily. When I started training people, when I started working with people, trying to help people, I realized that's not possible for everyone. What if you are working in an office? What if you are just working in one location relatively close to your house? 15 to 20,000 steps isn't going to be as easy as it was for me. I had to start thinking about simple ways of implementing that philosophy, implementing that technique can be applied to anybody, not just me, not just, oh, you need to work a job where you're walking around all day, where you're moving around all day, but can be applied to anybody, whether they are working an office job, whether they're a police officer, whether they're a stripper. You can get the benefits of it. This is not particularly revolutionary stuff, guys. It's actually very simple. Simply have to look for opportunities to increase your daily activity levels. Let me give you a simple example. I am currently living in Bangkok. If you've ever been to Bangkok, Thailand, you will know that this place is bike central, and there's a reason for it. Number one, bikes can avoid the traffic, but number two, they are cheap and efficient, not only to own, not only to rent, but also to take as taxis. People will jump on a bike for 20 baht and they'll go from A to B. It's simple, won't say it's safe, but it's very, very easy. My gym, the famous Muscle Factory Thailand, is about 15 minutes walk from my house. Now, I could go outside my house every morning, jump on a bike for next to nothing, and be there in 2 minutes. However, what will I achieve by doing that? The answer is absolutely zero. I will not burn any calories. I will not get any steps in. I'll get to the gym a little bit faster. I'll start my workout, say 10 minutes earlier, but that's about it. Here is an example, guys, of how you can get in a simple and easy 30 minutes of walking every single day by walking 15 minutes to the gym and 15 minutes back. It doesn't eat into my day. It's not particularly strenuous. Individually, those walks are not going to do much to my body, but if I do that consistently every single day, it adds up. And by the end of the week, you've got yourself about an extra 3, maybe even 4 hours of walking that you wouldn't have done otherwise. If you live in middle of nowhere, the only gym is 45 minutes away. Obviously, that might not be realistic for you to walk to the gym and back. Let's say in that instance, maybe you work in a big office building with a big car park outside. All you've got to do, guys, is park at the back of the car park every day. If you work on the 6th floor of that building, leave 10 minutes earlier every day, give yourself a bit of extra time, and take the stairs instead of the lift. It's these simple opportunities that if you look for them throughout your day, they will add up over time, and that is what will get you lean, get you shredded, and keep you that way long term. Now, I don't have a downer on dedicated cardio, guys. I do it every third day. The thing is, I can't commit to it any more than that. I have other stuff going on in my life except going to the gym. So what I do is upper one day, lower the other day, dedicated cardio the third day, but throughout every day, I'm looking for those opportunities to increase that daily activity, get those steps in. I'm not aiming for anything in particular. I am just looking for opportunities where I could be lazy, but instead I'm not going to be. And that is how you get lean. That is how you get shredded. If you want to be shredded. Someone said I didn't even look like a human being the other day. Don't know if it was a compliment or an insult. I'll take it as a compliment. That is how you look inhuman, and that is how you maintain it long term. So in order to answer the question, guys, how much walking do you need to do every day in order to lose weight, burn fat, get shredded, whatever you want to label it? The answer is simply more. Don't set yourself a ridiculous target to start with. Just do more than you're doing now. A few weeks you're not where you want to be, do even more. If after a few weeks you're not where you want to be, do even more than that. That is how it works, guys. At the end of the day, guys, whatever level you want to get to, whether it be super lean, whether it just be shifting some excess fat, whether it be getting rid of that stubborn belly fat, you're the one who's got to do it. You're the one who's got to put the plan into action. I'm trying to help you, give you some tips, give you some methods, but ultimately you know your own body, and it's on you to make those changes. As always, hope this one's been helpful, guys. Like the video, drop a comment down below, something nice. I'll just delete it if you're a dickhead. Subscribe to the channel for more great content, and until the next one, geezers, bye bye.